This country is home to the megapode bird, which is known for its unique nesting behavior. Hello, welcome to Opentiera. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey through the Solomon Islands, an enchanting archipelago nestled in the South Pacific. Stay with us until the end to uncover the secrets of this country's distinctive landscapes and the life that flourishes within them. The Solomon Islands is a nation in the southern Pacific Ocean east of Papua New Guinea. With over 900 islands, it has a total land area of 27,540 square kilometers, or 10,633 square miles, scattered over an oceanic area of 1.35 million square kilometers, or 521,237 square miles. The islands are mountainous with narrow coastal plains and are covered in dense tropical forest. Let's take a closer look at the geography of this island nation. The nation's islands are split between 5 main island groups. The largest islands are Choiseul, New Georgia, Santa Isabel, Guadalcanal, and Maleta. Other major islands include the Florida Islands, Russell Islands, Rennell and Bellona Islands, and Vella La Vella. The capital, Honiara, is located on Guadalcanal. The Solomon Islands feature volcanic mountains, rugged hills, narrow coastal plains, coral atolls, and reefs. The highest point is Mount Popomanassu at 2,310 meters, or 7,578 feet, on Guadalcanal. The islands have a tropical climate with high humidity. Temperatures average 26 to 30 degrees Celsius, or 78 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. The wet season lasts from November to April, and the dry season from May to October. The Solomon Islands are home to rich tropical forests with high biodiversity. There are over 4,500 species of plants, including orchids, palms, and ferns. Animal life includes over 220 species of birds, such as megapodes, monarch flycatchers, and pygmy parrots. Reptiles include crocodiles and skinks. There are also 130 species of coral and over 1,000 species of coral reef fish. The islands contain several marine sanctuaries to protect the diverse marine ecosystems. The Solomon Islands is home to a diversity of ethnic groups and languages. With a population of over 600,000 people, this country has developed its own unique culture and society. The main ethnic groups in the Solomon Islands are Melanesian at about 93% of the population. The largest group are the Gwale people of the Western Islands. Other major groups include the Kwayo in the southeast, the Kwara'ai in Central Islands, the Lao in the Eastern Islands, the Arosi on Makira Island, and the Bayagu on Maleta Island. There are also Polynesian outliers on the remote outer islands. While English is the official language, Pidgin is the language spoken by most Solomon Islanders. Melanesian languages are spoken by the different ethnic groups, with over 60 indigenous languages in active use. The largest are the Kwara'ai, Kwai, and Ara'are languages. Many Solomon Islanders switch between their native language and Pidgin depending on social context. The majority of Solomon Islanders are Christians, with most percent identifying as Protestant and a minority as Roman Catholic. The Anglican Church of Melanesia is the largest church with 35% of the population. Adherents of indigenous religions make up about 5% of the people. Seafood features prominently. Root vegetables, fruits, and coconut milk create the foundation for many dishes. These are a few iconic dishes from the Solomon Island. A staple in the Solomons is green papaya curry. Shredded green pawpaw is simmered in a coconut milk curry sauce flavored with onions, garlic, ginger, and spices. Fish or seafood are often added to create a hearty meal. Cassava is a staple crop in the islands. A popular dessert is cassava pudding made with grated cassava, coconut milk, sugar, and vanilla. The starchy cassava and rich coconut are baked into a silky, sweet comfort food. Pumpkin soup gets a tropical twist in the Solomon Islands. Pumpkin is cooked with onion, garlic, and chicken stock, then pureed with coconut milk and lime. It's garnished with crunchy fried shallots. The Solomon Islands has a long history stretching back thousands of years. The islands have been inhabited by Melanesian peoples for many centuries. The Solomon Islands were first settled between 4000 to 1000 BCE by Papuan-speaking peoples from New Guinea. Austronesian peoples later began arriving around 2000 BCE, mixing with the earlier peoples. Organized communities engaged in agriculture and fishing developed across the islands. Headhunting was practiced in certain tribes. Traditional Melanesian religion and language evolved during this period. The first European contact came in 1568 when Spanish explorer Alvaro de Mendana sighted Santa Isabel and named the islands after the biblical king Solomon. Further sporadic European contact occurred in the 1800s by whalers and traders. Blackbirding of islanders for plantations began in the 1860s. By the late 1800s, British, French, and German interests competed for control of the islands. Great Britain eventually established a protectorate over the southern Solomon Islands in 1893, while Germany claimed the northern islands. After World War I, Germany's islands were given to Britain under a League of Nations mandate. World War II saw fierce fighting between Allied and Japanese forces, especially on Guadalcanal. After the war, the islands gradually moved towards independence from Britain. The Solomon Islands gained self-government in 1976 and full independence in 1978. Ethnic tensions led to a civil war from 1998 to 2003. With the help of foreign aid, stability was eventually established and democratic elections were re-established. Today, the Solomon Islands maintain a parliamentary system under a constitutional monarchy. The Solomon Islands economy relies heavily on its natural resources. Most Solomon Islanders sustain themselves through subsistence agriculture and fishing in their rural villages. But the country also depends on some key exports to generate income. Logging camps dot the forests, harvesting timber to ship abroad. Cargo boats full of logs can be seen frequently leaving the island ports. The forests provide the country's biggest export, accounting for nearly half of total exports. On plantations, islanders produce copra dried coconut meat, palm oil from coconuts, and cocoa beans for export. These commodities provide vital cash income for rural families. Fishing boats based out of Honiara supply canned tuna and other seafood to foreign markets. The Solomon Islands must import most manufactured goods and food like rice from abroad. Australia, Singapore, and China are major suppliers. This dependence on imports leads to a perpetual trade imbalance for the islands. With limited industry beyond logging, the economy struggles to diversify. Opportunities in tourism exist, with scuba divers and ecotourists attracted to the pristine reefs and forests. But exploitation threatens these same resources. Ethnic tensions, lack of infrastructure, and isolation from big markets hinders progress. While blessed with natural bounty, the Solomon Islands must overcome hurdles to expand its economy. With policies focused on sustainability, the Solomons can build a more prosperous future for its people. There is hope that exports like sustainably harvested timber, ecotourism, and niche agricultural products can reduce poverty in the islands. The Solomon Islands has a unique Melanesian culture that has developed over thousands of years across its diverse collection of islands. Traditional customs remain important in everyday life. Music and dance are integral parts of Solomon Islands culture. Traditional Melanesian instruments include panpipes, slit drums, and nose flutes, Styles include rhythmic island music with drumming and singing. Folk melodies reflect the natural environment. Customary dances act out events from daily life and mythology. Solomon Islanders have long-standing artistic traditions seen in wood carvings, basket weaving, masks, shell jewelry, and more. Carvings depict ancestors, deities, plants, and animals. Weaving uses pandanus leaves and coconut fronds. Traditional Malayan shell money is an important cultural symbol. If you enjoyed this video on the Solomon Islands, you'll love this next one.